So you can get the better visual ones, the larger tags. The problem is with those is that they're easy for the cattle to catch, and we have one out there that has a slit ear because we put these big tags in.
Mine are losing tags and they have the small ones, so.
I like these because they're easier. They last a little bit longer, personally. Less likely to catch them from them. I got mine. Take it out against the wall now. It's not a bad idea though. I'll just until I need it. We get below it. I'd rather not have to deal with them. Seriously?
The heck are they fighting for? Come on.
Go.
Come on. Get up there. Come on. Come on. Come on. What? What? Oh, Rocket. What? What? You want it? Huh? You want the ball? You want the ball? Rocket. Gotcha. Woo. Go get it. Hey everybody, it's Ryan. We are out at my place today. We just got done setting up the gates for the round pen. The vet is gonna come and he should be here just about any time now. I guess he's got about 15 minutes. And we're gonna run the calves and the pole shed through the chute as well as my cattle. So this way, with at least my cattle, I can write down all of their numbers and know what their new numbers are, because people always ask me why I use two different tags, and the main reason being is that I don't really bother putting in, you know, like the same number 14 in one cow, because it's usually a pretty good bet that after a while one of the cows is going to start losing their tags, and that means I can either go buy a third bag of tags or I can just use another number. So that's why I usually don't bother. I just put in the two lowest numbers, or any of the lowest numbers if a cow lost one. So I know that a number of my cattle have lost their tags, and today we're going to go through and make sure that all the cattle have two tags. And I separate my steers from the heifers by pink and red tags. Pinks are usually heifers that I'm going to keep, and the reds are the steers. So reds are more like a throwaway tag because, I mean, they aren't going to be staying on the farm, so their final number really doesn't matter anyway. But as long as I have all their numbers written down, I know what I need. So just in case we need to cut any, I know there is one with green tags of mine. We accidentally tagged one of my cattle green last year when we did this. So we got a cutter. I actually just got this out of my truck. I bought it specifically for this reason about 6 months ago. And yeah, we're gonna go through and cut her tags out, make sure they got all pink, and then I'll know exactly what I have of cows and steers. So, what'd you say they were getting shot with? Dad's cattle are Overshield Gold, black leg. I thought they already were banded. Right. So I guess we're doing banding today too. So unfortunately, we don't have a chute. We haven't bought one yet since Grandpa's went up on the sale. So usually the vet brings his down, and this is the chance that we get to do this.
Let me tell you what.
What?
When it comes down to having either a chute or the catching tub, I would rather own the catching tub and then have to rent the chute, because otherwise, if we had the chute, there aren't too many people around that would rent us out a catching tub. Or the tub. And
Someday I want to put in like a permanent one out here, because for how much we use it.
my intentions is to put in a designated corral setup at all 3 of the cattle locations.
I'm thinking somewhere down in that one lot. Just that's something we could do right next to the pole shed there. That would work too.
Yep.
But anyway, we're just gonna wait for him, and then once he gets here, we're gonna back the chute in, get all set up, and start running them through.
Just so you don't have to hold it.
Okay.
You got enough room to kick me yet. So.
Cows are giving more trouble than the feeders right now.
You don't even flinch for it. There we go.
Good?
Yep. Okay. Full.
Down at the barn. Well, she ended up.
And with that, we got all of the calves run through the chute. We got them all vaccinated. My cattle have been run through the chute. I guess more of my cattle were missing their tags than I had realized, and that just kind of reinforces my ideas as far as tagging them twice. I got some really wacky numbers now, but as far as trying to make them consecutive numbers, I've pretty well given up all hope on that. So anyway, I actually got a total running list of all of my cattle now, and there, I believe, is 21 total. So something that kind of puzzled me this year is that I had a high number of heifers, which works for me because I like to hold my cattle back. Now that's been fine for the last 3 years, but I can't do it again this coming year, or maybe it's the next year. maybe this year is my last year that I can do it. But the cattle with this bull that I've been raising, to prevent any inbreeding, I cannot hold back any more heifers after whatever year it is. I got it written out on my computer. So I've been holding back my cattle. As many of you guys have known who have been following me for a while, you'll know that I've started my cattle herd with just one calf at first. Actually, I think Mom went to the sales barn and bought her for me. And, oh no, I take that back. The first cow that I have is one that Travis gave me for helping him raise a group of calves way back when. I think it was back in 2011, 2012. And that was my first cow. Then I got another one a little bit later on from him. I think that was Roxy. And then Rosie is my third, and she has just a little bit of Holstein in her. So she's not purebred Black Angus. So all in all, with those three, and I think I may have kept back maybe like one or two more from being raised as calves. But after that, all of my cattle I've been holding back. So all of my cattle are completely debt-free, and that's kind of one thing that I really like about my cattle is that, I mean, I own 100% of them, and I don't have to worry about paying any loans off to them. And it's just kind of one of those ways that, as a starting farmer, it's one of those things that you can do. You just have to be careful about inbreeding if you're using the same bull, and I've been watching that like a hawk. So when it comes time, we got to get a new bull here, and then I can start holding my heifers back again. And I want to keep building my herd up, because the more calves that I have, the more that I can, keep. And then as the years go on, they can replace some of the older cows that I have, because after a while, you have to start replacing them because they stop breeding. So anyway, I think I had, out of 21 that I had this year, or I have 21 cattle total, I had 11 cows that were breeding, actually no, 10 that were breeding age. One of them was too young to have a calf this year. So I had 10 calves this year, and 7 of them were heifers, 3 of them were steers. So I'm only going to have 3 steers to sell this year, which isn't that much, but just holding them back and growing my herd that way. And someone had asked me if I would consider selling any of my steers to anybody, and I honestly, I probably would, rather than just taking them to the sales barn. If someone contacted me and asked me if they could buy one off me, I would probably do it. But anyway, with that, I'm going to call this video good, because it is starting to get dark and my right foot is completely numb. Andrew came down, we were talking to him for a while, and it just kind of froze Travis and I both out. It's really not that cold today, but as a farmer, when you work outside, walking around is, it keeps you warm, but as soon as you stop moving, you get cold quick. So yeah, I'm ready to go inside. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Be sure to check out all of our other ones. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, all how farms work. And I'll see you next time.